tuning song. It's the E to the A to the G. Ready? I was alive when I was younger. I could fly. Something changed. Okay, my name's Peter Drucker. I'm a Montreal musician, singer-songwriter. I've been performing and playing for the last 4 years now, writing songs, putting out music, and yeah, loving it. I was writing songs actually since the tail end of high school, going into CJEP here. Yeah, but then I started kind of working on it a little bit more, writing a little more frequently, got in the studio about 2.5 years ago. I've just been kind of working, putting out songs, the whole process. Really, what attracted me first to music was writing, actually. So when I was younger, I played, like I had, like classical piano lessons, like a lot of people did. And then in high school, I'd write a lot. I'd write a lot of stories, kind of poetry. And then I'd love, I've always been a complete fan of a melody. So the melody was when I could actually, find a way to play something and then sing it to a poem or like a lyric or a verse that I've written. It was mind-blowing to me. And then when I could do that over and over and over again, and it was accessible and I could do it, and it was fantastic. I loved it.
And how do you create? What's your creative process?
Out of nowhere, a lot of time it comes to me on a bus. It'll come to me, when you're not even thinking about it, when your mind's completely focused on the opposite. I play kind of, I guess you can call it dabbling. When I go to the studio, it tends to be, playing the bass to a song. Working out the sequence drum pattern. They kind of all fall into the umbrella of being, I guess, that songwriter in the modern day. When it comes to the melody kind of thing, when it's more pop oriented, kind of like the music that I do, it's not only a vocal melody. It's very much at an instrumental level. You have to have the hooks, you have to have the earworms, the things that catch. And so those from being able to kind of play piano at a younger age and then follow through all the other instruments, kind of pick it up that way. So I'm really a big fan of, kind of on two sides of the ocean. I'm a British, kind of the indie rock scene, or like the indie pop scene. I'm a big fan of 1975, Catfish and the Bottlemen, kind of these bands that really get the concept of a melody. They really understand how to use it, even if it's rock, if it's pop, if it's whatever in that sense. On this side of the ocean, I guess, I'm really into producers like Jack Antonoff, with Bleachers and that kind of thing, who again, they really know how to write a hook, how to write a pop melody. But then also if you actually look through their lyrics, they're amazing. So far, you can find me on Spotify kind of thing. That's where I put a lot of the music out, under Peter Drucker. I put out an EP at the February of last year, pretty much exactly a year from this time, called Hell and Hurricanes. And it was a compilation of 6 songs. And that was actually more to prove to myself that I could actually do this. I could actually write songs, I can actually put out, any body of work kind of thing. And then it was to show people, look, I can actually do this thing. And I love those songs. And they're acoustic, they're very stripped down to the basics. They're wonderful songs. But now I'm starting to come out this kind of, I guess, EP cycle. I'm working towards releasing my EP Good Morning, it's called, and I'm releasing singles from that staggered over the coming, started back in mid-January, and I'm probably going to be releasing singles from that until end of March to release the EP in April. And those songs are a little bit different. They're a little more hard-hitting. They're a little bit more current. They're the best work I've written to date. Honestly, what I find is once I let the song out there, it's no longer technically it doesn't feel like my song in the sense of that thing. It's more of up to the interpretation of whatever anyone wants to listen to it be. So someone can think of what they think it means in terms of my life or my story, and it might, but it's theirs. It's their interpretation. It's out in the ether. You kind of, it exists on its own. And so once I found anyway putting the first song out there, I actually put kind of the whole EP out at the same time last year. it was great because I had this body of work out there that not only meant something to me but could actually mean something to other people. Kind of going, wow, I really like that song, and then you realize that's almost incredible because it's almost unifying that I don't even have to meet you. I don't even have to get to a point where I know you, but you kind of get it through the music. Mm-hmm. You kind of like, we found this common link already. And to be able to actually create something like that it's mind-blowing. It's honestly the most fun thing.
When I was younger I could fly. Something changed. Oh, with a trail right down my spine. I feel the world now on my shoulders.